And what is up, y'all? We are Views from the Dungeon. It's your DM, Aaron Raphael Amin, and these are the party members, the most important piece of the crew. They're the ones who make the story happen. They're the generators. They're the engine of this machine that you all participate to see us maybe, I don't know, fix every week. Feel free to check out our link tree. You see that little QR code on this side of the screen, not the other side. We have the Dice Legion link, so if you're looking for some last minute Christmas presents, if your friends are okay with something coming up a little late, you can save some money and get them something really cool. On top of that, you can check out our Instagram, you can check out our Twitch, our Twitter. Please tell your friends, get your friends, do whatever you got to do. Help us out. We're trying to hit 100 followers so we can kind of give you guys a special stream and opportunity just for us to kind of mix things up and celebrate the fact that you guys keep coming through to see us, because we really appreciate it. Always check out Mates of Fate. They stream every week. They're super great. TT Tomes, we have as Kickstarter. We post that in the breaks of all of our little streams there, so that way you can check out those character journals. Super sick. Help us get that started, and you might get some little treats for that. And again, this is like an improv movie. You guys are willing to sit for 3 to 4 hours at a time, or at least a piece of that, to kind of enjoy us. So I know you guys really like movies, so check out Beyond the Review podcast on Spotify, on Audacity, on Apple. Do your thing. And then let's give it up for the homies here. We got Ibrahim from LA. Insert crowd applause noise. Oh, hey, that works. Hell yeah. We got JC here from Utah, just like me. And the birthday boy, it's not really his birthday, but we're not streaming on his birthday. His birthday's on Saturday. So, give Jesus a happy birthday, because he deserves it. Our boy Riley.
Thank you.
And I think that is it for announcements, which means we can get on to some fuck shit.
Always.
As a quick recap of last week's events, our party, upon deliberation and upon the begging of Wine Marrow, their lizard folk sort of into the Moor of Dead Men, and the messengers of Tuhanul's headquarters here, has asked them to aid them with the freeing of slaves in the area. Slaves procured by the Red Wizards, specifically bards who were taken up in Phoenix Rest, the area of refuge that Wine Marrow helps run. They agreed. And while half of our party, most of our party, Ersid, Uwasa, and Kane, decided to ask Kanoa for a little bit of authority in this matter, Narissa took it upon herself to investigate Senkali and his claims of godhood. Is he truly the slumbering Yuan-Ti god Mashalk, or is he a fraud? And in that moment, Narissa found nothing but a sort of vile and almost violent sass that she believed was not deserved. However, when you step on the toes of a god, how do you expect them to react? Meanwhile, in the many islands of the Moor, Kanoa and the rest of our party hop around trying to free these slaves as Wine Marrow slinks across the shadows, unlocking cages. They take the 4 bards back to their sort of hut cabin. And in that moment, they notice a kiwi-like bird sitting in the window, whose normally elongated proboscis beak transforms into something grotesque, a alligator-like maw filled with teeth, and the voice of some sort of angry reptilian deity speaks. Gararenga, the green dragon of the Moor of Dead Men, who has been spying on them ever since they entered the Moor, unbeknownst to them, tells them that upon this atrocity here, freeing their so-called meals, they have Two options. Follow the words of the speaker and find the blue orb. Or bring the head of Kolarat, a mysterious entity who seems to work closely with the speaker. If neither of these are done and they return to the Moor, they will be considered enemies. And so, we start on the night of a small ritual the speaker has invited our party to. As you walk through the dark, boggy, damp moor, you look up into the sky and see that all the dead trees clamoring against each other like hands reaching out of hell. You can hardly see the stars and the moon behind that. A cold wind breezes by as you hear the splashing of something out there in the deep, bubbles popping, your feet sucking with each step as you make yourselves back to this cafeteria-like hallway and down into a purple lit hallway into a cavern leading to the ritual tree that you were shown before. How's everyone feeling?
Mad. Angry,
Anxious.
frustrated.
Yeah, probably a little anxious as well.
What are your thoughts?
I'm excited to see this, but I don't think that it's going to be anything great.
I think it's entirely possible that what I'm about to see might be disturbing and not actually great.
Yeah.
Like what they say is it's gonna be great. It's probably Ericid probably thinks that maybe what they mean by that is something actually gross.
Just gross. She hopes that it's worth her time. That's kind of it.
Okay, I think that's fair.
I just think that it's going to be another piece of the puzzle for us.
Yeah.
We're getting a little insight into what these guys do behind closed doors.
Fair enough. And as you step into the original hall that descends into that very ruggedly dug out hole in the floor, you start to take yourselves floating down these steps, and sort of guarding almost each side of these steps are individuals in white robes. All sorts of individuals, humans, dwarves, gnomes, Goliaths, elves, but predominantly Scalekin, Yuan-Ti, lizard folk, dragonborn, and a lot of them, the Scalekin, have their hoods off. They all sort of bow as you walk past them. You make yourselves into the ritual chamber, which is alight with presumed Kolarat's purple flame as they dance across the many torches surrounding this tree. Kane, as you look towards this sort of picturesque view, you see that that hole in the middle of the cavern is a little larger, as the red wizards surround this tree trunk, and you see Welf standing in the middle, facing the trunk, not facing the crowd. They're all chanting. Do any of you speak Netherese?
Netherese.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Unless it's close to Yuan-Ti or Abyssal or Draconic.
No.
No.
Okay.
I speak 8 languages, and that is not one of them.
Man, for a polyglot such as yourself, that is kind of a shame. And as they chant, you can see that the sort of golden accents across Welf's robes are growing a little bit. And And the woman you know was Cole, or Colarat, is pacing with her hood down, her red hair floating in this dark purple flame as she circles this large, almost obelisk source, chanting herself. The speaker stands in front of Wealth in the middle of this ritual tree, sort of facing everyone, just kind of looking around. And in the darkness, peeking out the back, you can see the eyes of Ahusaya and Senkali as they preside over the ritual itself.
Have we taken seats? Or are we
it's a standing.
It's a standing event
It's a
for
standing
sure.
event.
No seats.
It's GA all the way
Oh,
through.
for sure. Open up a pit.
Are you guys trying to do anything specific in the crowd with your placing during this ritual? Looking for specific vantage points or anything like that? You guys have some time to kind of have some conversation in the midst of this, as it looks like it is almost ready to begin.
Front row seats.
I want to make sure that like nobody like looks suspicious towards us. Like, is there anybody who's looking at us? Is there anybody hidden that's looking at us? Like, I'm trying to survey for our safety.
Trying to survey for your safety. I'm gonna say make a quick perception check, unless you're comfortable using your passive. Well, you're trying to do this, so please make a perception check.
Okay. 22.
22. And you're just trying to make sure that there is no one who seems to be harboring ill will against your party.
Yeah.
Okay. You do see some looks, specifically from some of the Scalekin, mainly the lizard folk and the Yuan Ti. The Dragonborn aren't as, I guess, upset at your presence. The lizard folk seem to be eyeing you almost like tonight's supper. The Yuan Ti, you can tell, simply just have a pronounced superiority that flickers through their eyes as they look at you all and your fleshy skin.
Okay. Do you guys, this is to the party, do you want to stay close to like an exit or something?
It is probably a good idea. I don't know if I told you guys, I think I forgot, but there is a hole that I can see through my eye. You said it was like the hole that was to the umbral mirror, right? It's like the one that we went through when we went into the umbral mirror, and it's in this room, and it's by the tree trunk.
It's above.
Oh, it's above.
It's above.
Are they pulling something out of it?
I don't know, but the first time we were in here, I noticed it, and it was smaller than it is now, so...
I take it you guys are trying to have a clandestine conversation.
Yeah.
Can I have you all roll stealth, those who are speaking?
Do you think that's right?
Okay, no, Marissa, don't say anything.
It's too late. I already said something.
You did.
If she's rolling stealth, but only to speak, is it still a disadvantage?
I will have this be stealth with charisma,
Okay.
lacking disadvantage since
Okay.
you are not moving.
18.
Okay.
17.
Okay. You still use your expertise, correct?
Me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Expertise in whispering.
9.
Kane's the one that's like, I can see them.
Okay. Okay. Sounds good.
Whispering really well. Where
I suppose
is
it's not damning.
Isahu in this room?
Go ahead and make a perception or investigation check.
Okay. 2.
2, you don't see him.
Okay.
You're having trouble finding anyone. Like, this
really
room is
weird.
pretty full. I mean, the red wizards are the centerpiece, but you're in the crowd with the rest of the messengers.
Okay.
Okay, this may be annoying for you as the DM, but about how many red wizards are there, and about how many people, people are in this ritual chamber?
I'm comfortable saying that there are about 11 red wizards, not counting. Well, I'm not going to say not counting. We'll just leave it at that. And then the crowd themselves, you're looking at about a small crowd of about 30-ish people, including yourselves.
But it's pretty crowded. It's pretty packed.
Yes, it is pretty packed. This isn't a large ritual chamber whatsoever.
How many of these
Okay.
people have weapons on their person?
I'm going to need you to roll a perception check or investigation.
What about Konoha? Do we see him anywhere?
You do not see Konoha anywhere. He's hard to miss. I'm not going to make you guys check for that.
Why isn't Konoha here?
That's an 11.
It's an 11. The only weapons you see are these sort of ceremonious daggers that you see the red wizards holding.
Okay.
Other than that, you did see a couple of Yuan Ti near the back that have weapons, but not in the crowd that you can make out.
Okay. I want to cast Armor of Shadows on myself. or Mage Armor.
You mean Armor of Shadows is mage armor?
Yeah.
Okay. As you cast this, is it only verbal and somatic?
No, it's all 3.
It's all 3. What are the materials?
Piece of cured leather.
Piece of cured leather. Okay, and so you kind of like draw a symbol across the leather that you're already wearing, and as your finger goes up, a white light trails off of it as it wisps out and immediately becomes almost like negative as it presses against your body and sort of dissolves. And a lot of the people around you are a little upset, and you see the speaker, and they start to wade through the crowd towards you 3. And the crowd simply parts, all bowing silently as he steps towards you. Concern.
Yeah, I'm a pretty fragile guy.
We've just had a lot of bad things happen to us. It's nothing personal.
So, you are worried. I promise you. You see all these people here. All of our people here are safe and sound. This is a celebration, not what you would consider a skirmish. Cain, I want to ask you in good faith. Be vulnerable. Allow us to show you
Vulnerable.
who we truly are. And trust that I and every single person in here wish you no harm.
Insight. I'm gonna insight.
Go ahead.
I always forget that I'm actually really good at insight. I forget. 21.
21. I mean, as you're listening to the words of the speaker and you're looking at the crowd, they all seem sort of calm. Of course, they all have their eyes on you as a party, specifically Kane. But you see smiles across the crowd. And through the thin red mesh that covers the speaker's face, there's also a kind smile there. Nothing is coming to you. None of this seems like a lie or an untruth.
Okay. I'll shoot Kane a look, and I'm gonna go like this. I'll go like this. Are you looking? Are you looking?
Yeah, I'm looking.
I go like this. I like.
You give the frown of it's okay.
Well, you're not exactly asking me for my strengths here, speaker, but I will attempt to be vulnerable and trust.
And he gives you a one-armed bow, throwing his loose arm behind him, reasonably low, like a 45-degree angle. If you would, it is all we ask. You are here as a messenger yourself. I do not propose to establish titles upon you all, but here we are all equal. And so Tuhanul speaks through you as she does through I on this very night.
Okay.
Speaker, there's not gonna be food, is there?
There will be supper after. You are free to stay.
Okay.
All right. Let's get this show on the road,
And he looks at you and just sort of smiles and nods his head at you all and leaves. And of course, the parting of the white sea that are the robes of Tuhanul begins once again. As
Okay.
any last minute thoughts before we move forward?
No. She's just
suppose
like, I
not.
guess if I die here right now, it's really not so bad.
How far away are we from the exit?
How far are you from the exit?
Yeah, like from the tunnel that we took to get here.
Like, so from the entrance to the ritual chamber, you guys are probably a good 50 feet away. You guys tried to get kind of in the front, right?
I mean, I would have.
Yeah, I'm trying to see it, so.
Okay, so you guys are probably like a good 50 feet away from the exit itself. The stairway itself, you would surmise, is roughly about 80 feet up, because you guys are pretty deep underground. And then after that, I'd say the hallway spans another 30 feet before you are back at the hall where you were originally introduced.
Okay.
Okay.
Right then.
And the speaker takes his place in the center of the ritual tree. And as he does, the chanting of the red wizards begins to raise louder and louder. You hear the sound of a gong echo throughout the room. And as that happens, you are met with a silence. You can hear nothing but the chanting. There's no murmuring of words. There's no shuffling of clothes. There's nothing but words as the speaker begins to float. And as he does, the strange obelisk becomes outlined in the same very flames as they drip down the torches and find themselves snaking across the stage and up the obelisk itself. And Kane, you notice that these flames are even reaching, circling this sort of hole in space. clamoring inside as they threaten to open it larger. And you all hear a voice, both aloud, echoing throughout the room, and inside of your heads, all at once. From the ashes of suffering, we will reclaim what was lost. A mantra I hope echoes from each and every one of you here today. Thank you. From human to scalekin to our guests, as you can feel that weight pressed inside of your mind, who have graced us today. Perfect timing as Tuhanu, through her holy breath, has pushed us here together through fortunate wind, as a soft wind begins to pick up inside the ritual chamber. You can see that your loose clothing begins to float and sway in the air. Uwasa grabs you, Narissa, holding you tight.
Just pat her on the head.
We near ever closer to the resurrection of our mother. And as he says this, the flames spark, coating him in that same purple outline as wings of purple flame begin to extend from his back. And from behind him, you see red, green, black orbs spinning above him like a halo. 3 chromatic orbs, 3 of her feathers, which each carry an aspect of our mother. The red wizards from far off, they practices of ancient arts that divine life after death. Mirada venenosa, the Yuan-Ti tribe who follows behind the most blessed of our winged matron. One who flies beside her. One who was sent before her. Senkali. As you sort of hear a hiss throughout the crowd of honor and approval.
Oh, get off the stage.
A song will be sung tonight under longing stars that seek which we all seek. The return of a natural and beautiful world, one which serpent and mammal, scalekin and humanoid, one where dragons and giants walk together hand in hand. Tuhanu, the forgiving and merciful, will sing through us tonight a song of fervor, of repose, and ultimately of return. And as he says this, he speaks, listen. The sounds and chanting of the red wizards grow louder as all of their ceremonial daggers begin to glow with a strange negative black light that sort of reminds you of Cain's magic. And as they do, Cain, you're the only one seeing this through your tier of nightfall as they emit beams coursing straight into that portal as it grows ever larger and larger.
Oh my god.
A shadow begins to slip from this hole as it drips inside of this obelisk. The rest of you see at this same moment, the obelisk begins to grow that same ultraviolet black, and you see a seam. It begins to split coursing down ever slowly from the top. Listen and watch as our mother of dragons breathes not fire, but life into our world once again. And you see a shadow in the darkness. Wings unfurl, echoing the wings of the speaker. And in the darkness near the ceiling, you see effervescent, sickly green eyes, 6 staring down into the middle of the ritual chamber. A purple mist pushes out throughout the ritual chamber, threatening to envelop you all, climbing inside of the seam, almost like hands ripping it open further and further. You begin to hear space tear as it comes further down, ever more.
Like, you see this too, right? I'm not crazy.
I need you all to roll perception.
Yep. 8. Brilliant at that.
Nine.
26.
26.
Well, someone's
Ersid, as you see this portal rip itself open in front of you, you catch a glimpse of the fallen tower of Ilhayat as these robes fall out and hit the ground with a measly thunk. You see scales. You see the shining of crystalline structures as a body sits on the floor of the ritual chamber. This is the power of Tuhanu. Moreover, it is the power of those who follow. We are meant to be here on Elbrin during this glorious age of conquest, an age of strife and doom, ever quickening its pace, the quaking rage which is destined to destroy us, the absolution of magic, the very energy and source of all wonder on this planet threatens to be doused. We will stand as one against the footsteps of tyranny, and together, under a banner of scales, usher in an age of peace. On the back of you all, carried by the tailwind of our great and radiant Tuhanu, as a white flash echoes throughout the room, and standing in this ritual chamber is the sickly, emaciated form of Urenshi.
I smack Kane as hard as I can in the arm.
For under her gaze, we are all equal. Upon our victory, the spoils of peace and tranquility will be shared. And from the ashes of suffering, we will reclaim that which was lost. As he lowers himself and raises the arms of Uren, you see their face ever so clearly as they stare out into the crowd. A soldier, a messenger of Tuanu, has been released from the Umbral Mirror, a place far off from our mortal hands. This is the power of Tuhanu herself. No domain is too sacred, too shut off, too cut off for our Holy Mother. Our will is stronger than the current reality. and all of the messengers around you, the complete crowd, you look and you find that you are the only one standing, as they are all on their knees.
This is awkward.
This is so cool. What are we supposed to do?
I'm not getting on my knees.
Are you really?
Oh my god, I can see it.
I believe it.
Please do it. Just do it. And then I'll like awkwardly follow up.
No.
Silence and echo travels throughout the crowd, and you see the green eyes slither themselves into the light as a head of what you assume to be a red dragon lists itself above the obelisk. 6 green eyes darting in many positions until they all focus on you.
Oh. I'm sorry.
And they sort of look around as they breathe in the atmosphere. And they look down at Urin. He looks up and speaks. Mother, is it you or the reason I have returned? The dragon speaks, not through their mouth, but telepathically for you all to hear. My child, you have done well to return. As she sort of nuzzles him.
Same. Ibrahim's like sneaking away.
And the speaker speaks again. And as you know, family is of the utmost importance to us. And so the return of Kolarat and Uranshi is something only our mother could do, but not without the help of the Red Wizards. Thank you, Abzara. As you see the Red Wizard that you all know as Wealth nods. Please, take your time exiting this hall, for Uren deserves rest. You will find that the hall has been furnished with all the amenities you need to enjoy the rest of the night. And our humble guests, as he makes no movement to focus on you all, as you have done that all yourselves. Please, I would like to speak with you. As they exit.
Now?
Better now than later, I guess. We should get out of here.
Fuck me.
Uwasa's just like in awe.
Yeah. Every time I think they can't do it, they do it.
As the wave of white robes proceeds beyond you, the speaker floats down and steps and sort of opens his arms as if to invite you to the ritual stage.
Yeah.
Okay.
To tell him that we're looking for the orb, I guess.
And I assume you guys are all going up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess.
And need you all, what is your passive insight? As you come up,
10.
Kolarat brings her head back.
16.
16.
Yeah.
Eyes steadily trained on you. Uren looking at you 3 the whole time.
Mine's 14.
14. Ersid, you see a look of surprise confusion, and a sort of smugness as you all step onto the stage.
From Uren?
Yes. The rest of you just kind of see him looking at you, and you guys are looking at each other with the same. I mean, I don't know. How do you all feel seeing this individual back? One who used to be part of your party, one who you deemed beyond help, beyond life, standing
Kind
in
of
front
relieved.
of you. Okay.
I'm like, yeah, fair enough. I didn't really want to kill him to begin with, so the fact that he's back kind of just makes me feel better.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think any one of us wanted to kill him. I don't know if he knows that.
Yeah.
Maybe Kane did.
Is that what you're thinking right now, Ersid?
Well, no, it's not what I'm thinking. What I'm thinking is, I hope this guy doesn't just try and kill us right now.
This guy as an Uren?
Yeah.
Okay.
I hope, I want to say, but I'm not gonna say, no hard feelings.
No, hey, Mike, what's up?
Okay.
I don't really know. I mean, he thinks if that was me, I would be fucking pissed. If these guys killed me and then I came back to life and the first people I see is them,
Yeah,
I'd be pretty mad.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
if he is mad, understandably so. Am I happy that he's back? No.
Well, I guess I'm not necessarily happy that he's back. Because it was simpler when he was dead. Now things are complicated again.
Fair enough. Fair enough. And in the midst of all these thoughts, the speaker speaks to you. Well, you have witnessed a sacred moment. And I certainly hope that it moved you, that maybe you will rethink our proposition. As you can see, your friend here has returned. The mother will do this for all who deserve to live. And with you all here, I cannot help but imagine that you are all part of something larger than yourselves. And I would only hope that you three can help us with our worldly mission.
What is the stipulation for those who deserve to live?
That is not up to me. I am spoken to by Tuhanu herself. She makes these decisions. I do not ask, for I am simply blessed to receive these messages.
And did she say anything about it being only for scaly kind?
She did not even mention who would be coming out of the obelisk. Only that we must preside over it to make it happen.
And when she is fully reborn, she can bring anyone back.
That she so chooses.
I believe that a goddess such as herself should have such a power. In her dormant states, as you can see, many individuals, much energy was needed to pull this off. But were she here herself, well, I think that power would manifest without opposition.
Okay.
Well,
Why-
we will look for the blue orb for you.
Yeah, do you
Yeah,
still
we'll
have the
do
book?
it.
Yeah.
I
To cut to the chase.
need you guys to roll persuasion.
Like, okay. Oh, whoops.
$21.
Okay. Everyone else?
I'm not very good at it. Are you okay at it?
I don't. You guys are all rolling, and if
Oh,
anyone is rolling, it's
okay.
gonna be you. I'm letting you.
Five.
Okay.
Fuck.
I don't roll well on my checks.
Okay.
Unless they're degs. That's it.
5.
Also 5.
Also 5.
Fuck
It's
me.
2 5s.
Wait, but you got 21,
I did get 21.
so that's good.
Yeah, it's a hard carry. Jump on my back. For this.
So, I see Cain feels and hears our message. Nerissa, acid. Is this the one that you follow?
Well, what a team. I mean, we come to decisions together, and
Yeah, there is no leader.
sure.
You see the speaker smiles.
The message that I receive is my own. It doesn't mean I'm against helping you with yours for whatever reason.
Yeah, I mean, forgive me if it doesn't seem as though that I'm like very enthusiastic about this, but if you believe Cain will, follow his word, then please believe I am his teammate, I'm his compatriot, so I will help him, and we've come to this decision together.
Should they not choose, I would accomplish this mission on my own for you, speaker.
Not the wink.
You have to roll. What are we rolling here? Persuasion or deception?
Probably deception.
Go ahead.
I mean,
Well, is that true? But you know that we're not gonna do that. But if we did do that, you wouldn't go get the orb?
on my own?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Just more taking of the orbs. It's just.
Take.
I guess you don't have to like attune to it necessarily. Just
Roll.
carry it
Is
around.
it true or is it not? If it's not true, then I need a deception roll.
So please.
$19.
Okay. You, the one who held the black orb once before, do not know if you have been influenced or if this is something you have always believed. But I will trust in you. And you all have your own lives to live. And it is our duty as messengers to make sure that you live them fully. So, Senkali, as he sort of does the same thing he was doing during the ceremony where he's making his voice echo, and Ahusaya sort of slithers out, being led essentially by Isahu while Senkali rides. And Senkali is lowered to your level, holding the book, smiling, a glint in his eye. I will be in touch. I hope you will be too. The speaker. Any information that we find concerning the orb, we will share with you. We expect the same in response. The faster that this is done, the faster you will be able to live your lives. As he obviously sort of points himself towards Narissa and Ersid.
Yep.
And Senkali holds the book out.
I think that's you.
I'll take the book.
Yeah.
He holds on to it for a second, looks you in the eye, and lets go.
I hope you've got good penmanship. I'll put it in my bag.
Well, I hope you do as well. And he sort of raises himself. Isahu staring at you, Narissa, the whole time.
Do you have a moment? Just a minute, maybe?
And he looks up at Senkali.
We don't have to go out of the room.
So, would you like this alone? Or here in front of everyone?
Just stepped away. Doesn't have to be completely alone.
He kind of starts walking off, expecting you to follow.
I'm gonna follow him.
Is there anything-
I say to the speaker, can I go get some food now?
He nods.
All right, well, I'll see you guys later.
Fucking okay.
What are you doing, Kane?
Just make sure my friend doesn't get fucking killed. Down
Which
here.
friend?
The one in the cavern with a god, a person who we killed before, a person who attempted to kill her before, and the speaker who just helped bring somebody back to life.
Okay, fair enough.
sure.
Ersid, you're on your own. Eat good, man.
Oh, I was gonna roll stealth.
Okay.
I'm gonna eat.
What is your goal here, Ersid?
Just to overhear without them thinking that I'm there.
Okay, you're gonna have to roll good stealth because you probably, I don't know if you'd be able to, because I feel like Isahu is leading her deeper into the cavern, like sort of behind the ritual tree. So if you're heading out, that's the exact opposite direction.
Okay.
So I just want you to know this is going to be kind of a high roll considering how many people are here. And obviously at least one of them has their eyes on you, being Uren.
All right. Let's see how good I can stealth.
What is your plan here? Are you going to exit and then try to like sneak back in?
Yeah, like I was gonna break eyesight and then try and sneakily just be within earshot.
Okay. I don't want to tell you no, but there are guards at the.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, it seems too difficult, so forget it.
Okay. Understood. Are you just gonna leave then?
I guess I'll wait for them because I do not want to leave them alone. So I'll just like wait, like at the bottom of the stairs, you know,
At
or
the
somewhere.
bottom. Okay. I'd say you can wait in the middle without causing too much suspicion. Just because there's gonna be like a set of guards at the bottom and a set of guards at the top, so you can wait in the middle without them being like, "I thought you were gonna get food."
Okay.
Okay. Marissa, Isahu, finally you're sort of behind like the obelisk. The red wizards are kind of making their way out like around you. You find yourself kind of in a quiet sort of grotto-esque area attached to the ritual chamber. Isahu just kind of sits on a rock. Oh, what is it that I can help you with?
You were staring. Any reason?
You are the only one here I have a true relationship with. I am simply trying to understand your motives, your thoughts here.
Pretty plainly, I'm confused.
That is what I can see. Well,
Your belief in Zenkali. It comes from your belief in Murshok.
yes.
I spoke with him alone. And I suppose he's powerful in some way. He's large. He has a strange aura about him. Fiendish and celestial. I don't know if you would be able to sense that.
I sense many things. I know that it is his power that flows through me. That
The
is all I
ice.
know. The ice.
And what the speaker just did. Did you think about all that?
What did I think? Well, I assume a god has such a power. I assume their god must be in a weakened state, much like ours. Maybe even weaker, considering they needed so many mages to accomplish this feat. Would Senkali be able to do as such? I have not seen need for it. However, he walks amongst us, unlike this Tuhanu.
So it seems. But whatever brought me back didn't need anything.
What is it that you are trying to say?
Just that what was accomplished here can be accomplished in many different ways by many different things. I suppose it doesn't mean much to you. By the way, Senkali thinks that your consideration of him being Murshok is strange. I don't really know what he meant by that, but you might.
As far as what that means, I can think of many things. Only that he was born again. Whatever that means to Meshok, who has taken on the name of Senkali, and that the lizard folk call Semuanya. Well, there's much to be said about the name, and many flow through this individual. So, my thoughts and my heart exist only with Murshok.
At least it's somewhere. If our paths cross again, I will be happy to see you, regardless of what it entails.
Our paths will cross.
We spent so much of our lives together. It's impossible not to find comfort.
I will say, there is a familiarity to your being here. That I cannot omit. So, if we see each other again, well, I hope it is under neutral circumstances.
I hope so too.
Will this be all?
And she kind of like gestures at her hair. Your braid is a mess. You're never very good at that.
Sort of. So, you fix it then.
Yeah, and then I'm going to leave.
You have places to be, as do I.
And she'll go up and pull the hair out and do it like she used to. Reminds her of being home in the jungle. It's all through.
And in this moment, you have almost like a whisper, almost like a shout, like a shock sent through your body, where you find yourself back on Cholt. And you see a waterfall. And peeking through this waterfall is a face of a man, which quickly switches to the face of a snake. And you are back in the grotto.
Did I recognize the man, or is it just a man?
No one that you recognize.
Okay. I'll just lock it in my memory for later.
You do notice that they are large. When I say you see the face in the waterfall, this waterfall is easily 100 feet tall.
Okay, like a big... Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, for sure. Gets done. Safe travels.
You as well. As you sort of awkwardly walk the same way.
Yup, yup, we do the thing where we don't like acknowledge it either.
You get the distinct feeling that this is only awkward for you.
Okay, yeah, he doesn't care, but I'm like, oh, that was weird that I said bye and then we kept going.
Yeah. You see Narissa return, and Isahu steps towards Senkali. Was there anything you were trying to do, Kane, upon Narissa's return?
Nope.
Okay, so you're just kind of hanging out in there.
Just making sure she didn't get mollywopped.
No fighting. No fighting this time. I was just saying goodbye.
No fighting this time. Well, I hope that is something that we can say for the rest of our relationship. As Urin sort of hobbles down the stairs.
Sorry about that.
And they sort of smile. I don't see Ersid.
Yeah, he went to go get some food. You probably want some of that.
No need.
You don't have to eat now. Being a zombie and all.
Well, I actually never really had to.
Didn't have to eat.
That's funny, you say zombie.
What are you?
Alive and well, Kane.
Alive.
And well. As they smile, their eyes sort of sparkle, and you see that his naturally, like, almost human eyes have been coated over with black scleras, and one of his eyes has turned the same sickly green that you see in Kolorat's dragon form.
Cool. Great. You'll be staying here then, I assume.
For as long as I need to. There is time where I need to recuperate.
Fair. We're moving on tonight, actually. We're getting out of here.
A search for the orb.
Yep.
Oh, among other things, yes, a search for the orb.
You all have lived so much life. It's very interesting to see how much you all have grown.
Glad to see you're not dead anymore. That was weighing on me a lot more than you probably realize.
And he sort of furrows his brow. Strange. When it was not I who asked for our, well, meeting to turn to blows.
Wasn't me either.
No, it wasn't. However, you dealt the most decisive of them.
Wow.
Bit of a mercy thing.
There is much mercy to be found in Elbrin, and I am proof of that. Well, I wish you all safe travels. Eat well.
You too.
As he turns his way, and you see Connie Russ sort of floating around him, and they look back at you guys and sort of coo.
Does Connie Rudd look any different?
No.
All right, let's eat and leave. I mean, I can't do this anymore.
Okay.
And you all kind of spend your night eating and feasting. There is a huge energy of celebration, of frivolity, of jubilation, as everyone is happy. There's folks dancing. There are like fire spinners. There's all kinds of
Like, that's crazy.
sort of events and entertainments going on. They're clapping and singing songs, a lot of them mentioning the mother to Honul, of course. There's plenty of food there. They do make it obvious for your sake the food that you would probably not like to be eating,
Yeah.
which includes other sentient beings.
Haven't eaten that in a long time. Tastes the same as pork, though.
Well, I suppose I'll just refrain then. Have vegetable fruits. Is there fruits?
Yeah.
Those are, yeah, they eat. There's plenty of omnivorous. This is an omnivorous feast.
Pull like frog legs off.
Yeah, there's definitely frog.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys live in the swamp.
Yeah, there's hella
Like,
frogs.
you definitely
Yeah.
see
Oh,
frogs,
eating
snakes,
frogs.
alligators, kiwis, amongst other pheasants, ducks, geese.
Are there like caterers? Are there like who's putting the food out and stuff?
Who's putting the food out? Just messengers. I mean, the food's already out there. Some of them tend to serve you, but it's kind of like a communal thing. No one's really been assigned the job. They just do it.
Okay, well, I'm gonna find someone who looks like they're not in the middle of singing a hymn, and I'm gonna go up to them and I'm gonna say, "Do you know if there's any like to-go boxes or
I was
something?"
gonna
that
say,
maybe
can I
just-
take some to go also?
Can I have my portion alone in my room?
And they sort of look at you strange for that last bit. They say, well, we would hope that you would join with us, but if you would like to experience this very personal evening in a personal way, you are free to do so.
I really want to sit with myself on this one.
There are plenty of plates you may take with you. As far as coverings go, we do have some textiles, and I will fetch you some. Feel free to
That's very-
take what you need. We know you are traveling. And
Very
Start
kind.
shoving like apples in her bag.
sure, collect yourself some rations. This is-
Yeah,
as
so-
hardcore of a game this is, I'm not keeping track of your
Yeah.
guys' food.
It's just whatever. Like, you know how they have those big sets of like, you know, the pigs with all the apples and stuff around it that nobody really eats? That's all the stuff that she'll take. Like the extra fruits off.
Dishes of the hog.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, yeah, you don't keep track of our rations, but I imagine like rations that like we have as adventurers are not like super delicious.
No, it's
so.
probably like all
No.
dried stuff.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
probably like army meals or something. So I'm gonna stuff my bag full of food, and then I'm gonna go find Kane and Narissa and be like, so should we just like, get some food and just fucking get out of here?
You want to travel through the night? Or just make a camp a distance away?
Maybe make
Yeah,
camp a little bit away, yeah.
Yeah, we could make some ground and then make a camp.
Yeah.
I just yeah.
It's just that this place is... I don't know. I just don't want to see Sahu again. I already said goodbye.
Sure.
Yeah, that would be awkward.
Yeah, it would be really weird. So,
Yeah, fair enough. Just real quick, can I see wealth anywhere?
Roll perception or investigation.
Fucking 10.
10. You're not using Umbra.
Did bring him back.
You did spend some time right before the ritual to do so. So if you want to get, because I saw you, I assume you just rolled disadvantage.
Yeah,
If you want to roll that again, I'll let you.
dude. Or I could just take the higher one.
That's
It's an 8 and a
advantage.
10.
That's advantage. No, you deserve to roll it again.
it's worse.
6.
Are you just looking, or are you asking people?
I suppose I'll ask.
Okay. After you start asking around, are you asking for wealth?
Yeah, because I can't remember what the speaker called him.
Azrael.
No.
Azrael.
Would
I will
Kane
ask.
remember that?
I don't know. Maybe,
Okay.
maybe not.
Then we're going to assume that you're going with wealth.
Yeah.
They don't know a wealth.
Cool.
All right.
Is that you just specifically ask for wealth? You're not asking.
The fucking lead red wizard.
That's not the lady.
Yeah, that's not the lady. That's not Cole.
Hmm.
You know, the speaker called him something special.
Nothing special. That is Abzara.
Abzara.
That's the one.
That's the one. Do you happen to know where he is?
And as they sort of open their mouth, you hear a voice. You are looking for me.
I am looking for you.
And as you turn, you see Wealth, who has that same like pallid gray skin, the buzzed cut with now some sort of like ornamental, almost crown above his head, looking at you with the same dead eyes and inquisitive brows as he has in your past meetings.
Yeah, two things real quick. You specialize in bringing people back to life, or it's just something that you can do now because you roll with the speaker?
Powers of Tuhanul are vast and easily tapped into. So, being here allows for great potential for us red wizards.
So if I just happen to request somebody be brought back, you would have to get permission from Tuhanul.
Are you asking me to bring someone back?
Just want to know if you could do it.
It all depends on who it is and if Tuhanu would like them back.
Okay. Also, what do you know about Man-Eater Mabel?
What do I know? She terrorizes many places.
Mm-hmm.
including Burnwell. Some of ours have come in close contact with her.
Close contact, but never died.
With enough ingenuity, you can escape such a beast.
Sure. Okay. I lied. Well, I didn't necessarily lie, but I just forgot. I have 3 things to ask you. What do you know about an invisible stalker coming after me?
Roll insight.
Do good.
Dang. Don't get cocked. Okay,
20.
There we go. 20. You were chased by an invisible stalker.
Yeah.
And he kind of looks you up and down.
Took my eye.
Well, that is quite the replacement.
Yeah. It's not as good as my old one, but it does help me out here and there.
That's hard to do. So, someone is after you, specifically.
Right. And I've heard that it takes somebody with some magical prowess. You were in the same city. Perhaps you know who it was?
You suspect me.
Didn't say that.
Yet your tongue is coated with ichor.
It just rests in it.
I think I remember that from our first meeting. A very accusatory tone exudes from you.
Well, you've heard of resting bitch face before, I'm sure.
Resting bitch voice.
Guilty of it.
We're one and the same.
No, we are not.
Your face, my tongue. Be a great combo.
Now where is this going?
It kind of sounds
Well.
like you want to make out.
Yeah, it did. It did. Well, I mean, if you're down, but that's not what I was implying. Do you know or not?
No.
Anything?
I know there are mages in Burnwell. I know Burnwell is the only free kingdom. If someone has an eye on you, and he sort of like looks around, be careful of your talents.
We still don't know who wanted you dead.
We've heard of those who are hunting mages. So, if they see you as a powerful arcanist, that might be something they would like to take from themselves.
Was Arid there the same time as the wizards?
They were. Arid was there at the same time as the wizards. But they don't really do magic, so...
No, but they could have asked somebody. And I did
Yeah.
talk shit to that one guy.
yeah,
in
you
the-
did talk
in the
shit
smelting.
to that one guy.
Yeah, okay. Well... Thanks for
Oh,
your help.
Nah,
It's just echoing you.
Yeah, thanks.
My bad.
Boy, it's okay. Thanks for your help, Wealth.
I'm Zara.
I'm Zara. Why Wealth before?
Why do you need to know who I am?
Suppose I don't.
Okay.
Will this be all?
Everyone in this place is like this. They're just like, is that all? Is that
Yeah.
all you have to say to me? Okay,
Yeah.
goodbye.
Well, I might as well try my luck. what were you doing with the?
Wait, this is 4 things now.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm sorry. What were you doing with the Dark Carnival?
Escorting them.
And Man-Eater Mabel in the carriage?
Another accusation I've seen.
I was gonna say more.
So, you
It's just
think
a question.
we're in league with the man-eater?
Who's to say? That came out of your mouth, not mine.
Then why would we be escorting her?
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
And what makes you think the man-eater was in our carriage?
Well, there was something big under your carriage. In your undercarriage.
Just make out already. What is happening?
Is this the ship? Abzara Kane? Kane Zara?
It's writing itself.
This is crazy.
And
More chemistry than Tiana.
yeah,
There
I
is. It's funny.
know. And
I guess I'm just eating an apple.
I know. Erson and Narissa are just eating.
Yeah, are you guys waiting for him? Are you
Yeah,
guys
I
just
think
going
so.
back?
We're just waiting.
Yeah, I didn't say that I left.
I didn't even.
I'm just making sure. I didn't want
Yeah.
to say you had left.
Yeah,
Right,
we're
right.
just waiting. Yeah. Do you think they're going to make out?
I'm kind of getting irritated now, so we'll see if Kane or them realize.
you just, you happened to leave and then go in the way that Manny Mabel was then spotted next, so. No such thing as a coincidence,
Where has man-eater been spotted?
About.
No.
In the mall.
No.
This is where we have been. This is where I have been.
Well, what business did Val and her little lackeys have in the mall?
To get us here safely.
With the carriage.
Yes.
All right, Abzora.
It's not.
Keep your secrets. That'll be all.
He walks away.
Yeah, move along. All right.
I'll draw you a cute Valentine's Day card.
I'll cast message to him. No.
What are you doing?
What are you doing later? I got one night in town. All right, I'll walk back.
Okay.
Did you figure anything out with that?
No, that was very unlucrative.
I feel like that's been every single conversation I've had here.
Yeah.
We should just go unless we're trying to say goodbye to Konoha, but I haven't seen him. He wasn't in the ritual room.
Well, I'm here now, mate. Y'all leaving.
We're leaving. There you are.
Leaving.
We're leaving.
As he kind of like starts like yelling from across the way. He's kind of walking out the bush.
Oh, good. I thought maybe. Wait, what were you doing in that bush?
Not just a bush, like the like the royal bush.
He just stands up out of the
Oh my gosh! Could you imagine? Get out of here.
Who
Okay,
else was in that bush with you?
Yeah.
Yes, and all right. So he's coming out.
Okay, for sure.
No. Well, I mean, if y'all are leaving, and he's sort of just kind of like looking around. I don't know what our relationship is. I would
We're
Oh,
friends.
we're mates.
You
We're
want a
mates.
hug,
Yeah,
don't
right.
you?
a big group one.
Oh.
Interesting.
Sure.
Never done that before.
Well, and then he just grabs you all and like hugs you, and he's definitely squeezing way too tight. You can hear the sounds of like Uasa's creaking body echoing out of her
It
throat.
feels good. All of my bones hurt.
And he lets you go. Well, certainly hope this isn't the last time I see you.
Well, don't
Oh,
cry
don't
now.
cry.
Don't
I'll
cry.
cry.
I'm not crying.
I'm
Okay, it's
sure
been
it's
quite
not.
a day. I'm a little emotional, all right? The power of Tuhanul flows through me, as I know it does through all of you.
Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely.
Well, if you ever want to talk to us, just speak with your mate, Senkali, because he has our direct line.
Well, I might have to become better mates with him then. If I ever have anything to say to you all, maybe worst comes to worst, I can always fly.
That's true.
And that's
That's
literally
true.
worst case situation because I'm sure
if
they don't.
something bad happens,
Yeah, you wouldn't want to get shot down for being a dragon.
I wouldn't want to have to kill anyone else for shooting me.
That's right.
Yeah, bad all around situation.
Mm.
Yeah. Right.
Very good to see you again.
Well, if you want to send us a post, then, here's our address. It's in
Oh, yeah.
Burnwell.
Burnwell.
It's the
Yeah,
Black Metal
maybe-
Barrel and
We
Burnwell.
won't be back there for some months, but
That's
that,
right,
that
yeah,
is
we're
where
on-
we live.
Maybe I'll try and draw something through that little book of Senkali's to see if I can get you guys some pictures.
Yeah.
Sure.
Show you all the places I've been, all the places I'm going.
That
And you can
sounds,
just put from and
Alright.
Connell.
that sounds great, and we'll do the same.
Yeah, hey.
You know?
I'm happy for you.
Thanks. And I gotta say, sending Senkali a bunch of horribly drawn pictures sounds like a good way to get under his skin.
I agree. We should all do that.
Yeah, you're right.
Be careful before he smites you when he starts like walking away.
He's not gonna do that. All right. So
All right, let's get the fuck out of here.
We need to go get the birds.
Yeah, we do.
Oh, yeah, you're right. We do have to do that. Just leave without him.
And you guys go back to your your lodgings, and the bards are there along with Wine Marrow. That was Gustavo, Bar, Jocelyn,
Yeah.
and you guys gonna give me that last one?
Shit, did I write it
Those are all the ones that I remembered.
Same.
Gustavo, Bard,
Lena?
Jocelyn, and
Lana.
Lena?
Lana.
Yes.
I put Gustavo, Jacqueline, Lena. Those are the ones that I got.
Jacqueline?
Jocelyn.
I put
It was
Jacqueline.
Jocelyn.
It's
What, don't-
Jocelyn?
Yes, don't do that.
Yeah,
If
it
you're gonna
was
take
Jocelyn.
notes.
That's pretty funny.
Or was it Jake Quallen?
Oh no. Jaquelin.
Yeah, I definitely put Jacqueline.
Gustavo.
Gustavo.
Okay, Lana it is. They're all there along with Wine Marrow.
Great.
Are you all ready to leave? Because I think we're ready to
Get
leave.
the fuck out of here!
And Lana sort of, we're leaving tonight?
Yeah.
Is that really?
We
It's
are.
fine. Don't worry. We're
Are you
super
sure?
strong. I just flex. Don't worry.
Roll persuasion.
Oh no. 17.
17.
And you really save your rolls for the good stuff.
Yup. Only the necessary things.
And Wine Marrow kind of pitches in. She is stronger than you think so. You will be safe. Take yourselves to the Cloud Chorus and understand you always have a home at Phoenix Rest. And they're all just kind of like, oh, thanks, Wine Marrow. Thank you so much. We owe you our lives, blah, 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 blah.
Well,
Nice to meet you, Wine Marrow.
If you ever find yourselves in Phoenix Rest, moreover, if you ever need help, you will have the aid of the Zephyrs of the New Dawn.
Zephyrs of the what?
The New Dawn.
Wait, you're not coming with us?
I need to report back to our leader.
Alright.
it was good traveling with you.
Yeah, you're quite the sneaky devil.
We made it out of that forest of glowing orbs together.
Well, I hope the next time we meet, it is not under such dire circumstances. And you will be able to meet our leader. They go by the name of Trust. They are much better at conversating than I.
Well, I kind of like it. It's got its own little charm.
Thank you, I believe is what I should say here.
Do you guys accept to get post?
I have a
Yeah, but-
raven.
Do you have access to post?
We
Where
do
you're
have
from?
a stall. So if you are to send a raven to Phoenix Rest, we will find it comfortably.
Well, then maybe you'll see some letters from us.
It's not much, but it's what I can do now. And he gives you guys a bag. And it's full of crystals.
Oh,
Crystals, you say?
who wants to hold on to the bag of crystals?
Whoever.
I'll take it, I guess.
There you go.
As you look through it, Ersa, you have the bag, so go ahead and roll me a d4.
Roll good.
4, 4, 4, 4, 4.
2.
Fuck.
A 2?
Yep.
Okay. As you reach in the bag, your hand is cold. I'm sure in your travels, I think I'll just give you this. You know that amongst all of these crystals and gems, you find a freeze gem. And you know this to be a little more special than a cold gem. It provides a much cleaner and more pure, what is that called? When you make something magical.
Enchantment?
Enchantment than a standard cold gem.
Sick.
Oh, these are. Wait, are they all freeze gems or just
No.
there's?
One.
Just the one. The rest
So they're-
are there for like monetary expense.
If you want to be cold, you could put it on your bow.
Oh, these are. This is the freeze gem. Ah, very nice.
Wow.
Insert like RPG text box.
Yup.
These gems can be used for.
Oh yeah, the tutorial
Weapons.
pops up. No, we're not. And Wine Marrow just kind of like nods. I hope you make good use of it.
I'm sure we will. Thank you.
Of course.
All right, bards. Let's go.
And
Let's roll out.
as the Autobots transform, we're gonna go on a quick break. We'll see you guys in just a bit.
Yeah. Holy moly.
All right, what is up, y'all? Thanks for letting us take a quick break to get ready for the second half of the session. We all need a break sometimes, so please and thank you. So we can get back into the middle of things. During the break, Kane, you rolled a 1. Narissa, you rolled a 3. And Ersid, you rolled a 4. Okay, good to know. So the move here is, are you guys trying to go through the night, or is there camping taking place?
Camping.
Okay. All right.
Far enough that we feel safe-ish.
You would not be able to get through the Moor unless you're willing to spend like 4, 5, 6 hours at the very least. Honestly, no, it would take like a couple of days.
We'll just get as far as we can and then sleep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just when we get tired.
What are watches?
I'll take first watch.
We'll take first watch. Who's watching with you? You can choose. Or
I
someone
went with
can.
you last time. Why don't you go?
Then
Nerissa?
I'll go. Yeah, sure.
Okay, you two. Okay, so then second watch is you and Uwasa Ersid.
Okay.
Okay. Can I have you all roll me one more d4?
For sure. I don't know if high or low is good.
You won't know.
1.
1.
2.
Okay, understood. Okay, let's start this watch with perception checks.
You got it.
Come on. Ooh. 15.
I'm using my bird.
Oh, I absolutely called our bird to follow us.
I am assuming.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be like, you didn't say Caxlin was coming with you guys. Like, I may be kind of evil, but come on, that's too much.
He can sleep.
Okay, so you got a 15, and then Kane, are you rolling through Umbra? Or are you just rolling without disadvantage?
I mean, what's the...
You can have Umbra take a kind of survey the perimeter, and then you can use Umbra's stats instead of yours.
Yes.
Okay.
So 16.
Okay. Awesome. I'll keep that in mind.
So.
Yep.
Here, I got you.
No.
So you guys are like setting up camps and tents. The bards are a little tense, but like, Uwasa kind of calms them down. She like dances and stuff for them. They think she's really cute as they like play songs. Jocelyn and Gustavo are gonna stay up with you unless you tell them to specifically rest.
Sleep. Don't bother. Maybe there's plenty more days where you can stay up and watch.
Are you sure we're still in the Moor? And Gustavo's like, yeah, we're kind of still here. I don't know. I've seen strange things. I feel like I'm being watched all the time.
I mean, you are. Oh, that's
Okay,
not going
that
to help.
doesn't And then like Jocelyn's trying to like calm him down. Are you absolutely sure? Are we?
You're fine.
I mean, do what you will, but...
Yeah, if you're going to stay up, take the other side of camp. That way we can get a better.
You want us to stay up and not be with you?
No,
guys?
just sit right there by the fire.
And Jocelyn kind of looks at you guys and looks at Gustavo and is like, we're going to rest. Come on, Gustavo. We'll stay in the tent. You're behind things. You won't feel like there's someone watching me. Like,
Oh, look, and I'll be right there with you. Come on, bud. Let's tuck in.
Okay, I keep going. Uwasa gives you guys a thumbs up.
They go to bed, I guess.
Yep.
You can hear from the tent. Ersid singing, Farajaka, Farajaka. I'm singing him a lullaby.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Right.
All right. I'm not going to have you roll performance, but I feel like I should.
It's good.
It's probably bad. It's probably bad.
It's bad.
It's okay.
So how you doing now that you got to see your long lost friend again?
That's a thing that just isn't very fun. But the last talk I had with him was sort of nice.
What did you guys talk about?
Mostly, I just asked him what he thought of the spectacle, and he said that their god seemed like it was diminished in power, much like ours. That's his assumption, because it took so many mages to bring back Uren, which I still think is wild, but...
Yeah.
And then he said it was nice to see me because I'm familiar. And honestly, it's the same for him. And then I saw a vision of a snake and a man in a waterfall. But I didn't recognize the man.
It's weird.
It was weird. So I guess I have to keep an eye out if I see anyone that looks like that.
Yeah. What do you think about Uren? Do you think it's good? Bad?
I don't think Uren is a bad person. But we did kill him.
Sure.
So I don't think he likes us very much, and I don't blame him for that, and I don't like Kolorat. And if that's who he's drawing his magic from, that could be even worse news for us.
Yeah, I personally think that Uren has some sort of grudge, but I don't know. He was in the way. Maybe we were wrong to...
It was hard to tell. I don't know. I'm glad he's alive. I didn't really want to kill him. I just hope that we can put it behind us and he doesn't choose to retaliate.
I'm happy he's alive, I think for a different reason though. For the fact that it's seemingly possible to bring people back from the dead.
I mean, I would think that was obvious. I think I'm back from the dead, and like I was telling Isahu, it's not just Tuhano that can do it. Apparently, there's some big feathered snake in the sky that can also do it.
Yeah, but though it seems possible to do, it is now something that is accessible to us. I mean, I don't think your snake god is going to bring me back from the dead, or bring somebody back from the dead for me.
Maybe not. At some point, perhaps its magic could. But if they've been dead for a while, it might be much more difficult.
They've been dead for a while.
And do you think it's best to not leave it that way?
I don't know. For a while, I thought maybe. I'm sort of on the fence, just jumping back and forth from what I think is right. Maybe being a little selfish.
I think bringing someone back is selfish no matter what. But it doesn't mean it's a bad thing.
Maybe you're right.
I do have one last confession. And I haven't told you this, or Airset, or anyone this. But because we're going to Weisgard, I'm getting more nervous about it.
Okay.
I was worried these bards were going to be ones I knew. Because when I got here, and I was on the shore, the first people I ran into were a group of bards. And they helped me because I was injured, but they kept looking at me weird because I was yuan ti. I was afraid they were going to hurt me, so I attacked the leader. I think I killed him. I don't know. I took his stuff and I ran away.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know if you've heard of the Weisgard Whalers, but that's what they called themselves.
Has Kane heard of the Weisgard Whalers?
100%.
Yeah.
100%. They are considered probably like top 5 up and coming bard troops in Weisgard.
Yeah.
You also actually no. Never mind.
I do know them.
Yeah.
You know, me and my mum, we were playing bards in Weisgard as well, so yeah, I've come across them before, and I suppose now if he's dead, they're not going to be playing very many shows of being up and comers anymore.
I felt awful about it the second I did it, but I was scared for my own life. And then it happened and it was too late. I couldn't take it back.
And you just ran.
Yeah.
Well, perhaps amends can be made in Weisgard.
Maybe.
If it's something that you want to do, if it's something that is weighing on your conscience, the only way to solve it is to face it head on.
If I see them, maybe I'll have to. I've just kept this a secret for so long because, I don't know, there's no point in facing it if I wasn't going to see it, and now we're going there, so...
I suppose that's fair.
Because I was always taught that we were better than people, you know? We're better than humans, and any chance we get, we should show them so. I thought they would attack me, and, you know. It takes a little bit of time to figure out that that's not necessarily true.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you were scared, you were hurt. It's understandable. They probably won't see it that way.
Probably not, and I don't blame them for it. If they hate me, maybe they should.
Well, no use worrying over it.
Suppose not, but I will have to tell Ersid at some point. So.
I've hurt a lot of people and stolen a lot of things too, so though it doesn't really weigh on my conscience.
Stealing is a little bit different from probably killing someone, so.
Yeah. Well, indirectly, I have killed someone who didn't deserve it. That does weigh.
Oof.
And
Sorry.
on that note,
Just oof, I'm sorry.
Ersid and Uwasa are waking up the Switch Watch.
All right.
How'd it go?
Really good.
Yeah, nothing happened.
Not a peep.
Oh, that's
And,
good to hear.
As they do, you kind of feel like the winds pick up. It gets a little chilly.
Great.
And Uwasa like looks at you guys and like kind of like scans the perimeter and gives you guys a thumbs up.
You got
Give
it.
her, yeah.
Okay, and then like she stands by the fire and gives you guys a very strong salute as she
Absolutely,
snaps her feet
soldier.
together.
Just make sure you keep an eye on her so that she cannot shout out in pain or scaredness
Maybe
if
you
she
could
is attacked by a monster.
clap if something's
Yeah, I
going wrong.
know. I know.
She claps and it's pretty damn loud.
There we go.
And she also
Of course, yeah, you could do other things.
she shrugs, gives you guys a smile, and then like kind of feigns sleeping.
Sure. Yes.
Yeah, that's what we're going to do.
Good night.
She smiles and she gives you two both a quick hug. And Ersid, will also just kind of like pacing around the fire, and she keeps kind of like looking at you and then like just going back to like her thing, kind of watching her feet shuffle as she like digs this rut like into like around the fire. I need you both to make perception checks.
Of the rut.
$13.
13.
Yeah.
Diggity damn.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what
pretty
happens
low.
when I roll a 4.
Shit.
Well, Uwasa rolled a 14, so
Good.
Keeping an eye.
That's something.
It is something.
So I say, so Oasa,
and she kind of looks at you and kind of stops kicking the dirt as she stands in place.
do you speak like a sign language or something?
And she throws up a couple of signs and nods her head.
Do you have anyone that speaks sign language? Like, is there anyone from the Broken Blades that speaks sign language?
And she nods her head pretty like hard. And she holds up both of her hands, and each of her hands has a 1. She's holding one finger up and she smiles.
Okay. Yeah. I'd love to learn some sign language. I didn't know how difficult it is.
And she like rushes up to you with big puppy dog eyes. Yeah, she kind of starts signing a couple of things, the same thing over and over again. Go ahead and make a insight check with intelligence.
So, what do I roll?
It's insight, but you add your intelligence instead of your wisdom. So if you're proficient in it, you still add your proficiency.
Okay, so that's +3. And then my intelligence, which is
Yes.
-1, so it's +2.
Okay.
Okay. Oh my god, dude. I feel like that doesn't make sense, but okay. I rolled a 1.
Oh, damn.
Oof.
I'm good at languages, but okay, that's the dice.
I don't think it's your fault. One big thing of language, and especially the way you've learned language in your travels, is through speaking it. And she unfortunately can't give you the fundamental of being able to explain what she's saying.
Okay. All right. So I'll say, all right, hold on there. It was. I speak quite a few languages, so let's try this because I'm having a hard time following what you're trying to tell me. What if I tell you, like I ask you questions, and then you try and show me what that looks like? So I'll, in a way, kind of be the teacher because I have a lot of experience learning languages. I understand grammatical structures and syntax and such. So
That's
if
the one
I
thing that's
know,
really got unlocked.
I know what to ask you, and then you tell me, and then I can help myself put that together.
And
Does that make sense?
she nods her head. I'm gonna have you. Tell me, Ersid Ibrahim, to learn a language, to learn simply, what kind of skill would you attribute that to? Because I'm thinking intelligence and insight, of course.
Yeah, so the funny thing is that, I mean, Ersid is a very knowledgeable person in terms of like worldly knowledge, language, culture, customs, such stuff like that. But yet my intelligence score is so low. Wait, let me see. There's okay.
Because if you can give me an argument for another skill check, but I do think this would be intelligence based. And even though your intelligence score is low, I mean, you can know what you know.
Sure.
It's not like you're, like you're dumb. You're not stupid.
Right.
You're just not as
Right.
smart as the average guy.
Sure.
You missed out on formal education. That's also why Narissa is dumb. She's not stupid. She just doesn't know anything.
I'll make an argument for nature. It seems that there is a natural pattern in the way that sentient beings, in the way that they communicate. There's
would say
patterns
performance.
amongst all of them.
Performance is for
Or maybe
Uwasa.
performance.
Performance is
That's
for
true, that's
Uwasa.
true.
She has to be able to get that information to you. Nature measures your ability to recall lore about terrain, plants, and animals, the weather, and natural cycles.
Okay.
Rules is written.
I guess
Okay.
it would be intelligence.
It's going to be intelligence based, but I really think
Okay. But after I explain that to her, can I just try to roll again?
I'm going to have you do a couple of rolls. That's why I'm deciding this now, and I just want to make sure we're on the same page with this.
Okay.
I will let you roll survival because communication is necessary to survive. I think I can feel comfortable with that. You're still using intelligence.
Oh, okay. So
My guess is you'll have a +5.
So I have expertise in this. So then my proficiency is +6, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so then -1, so +5. Okay.
Okay. I want you
All right,
to
we'll do
make three survival checks with intelligence, please.
Okay. First one, 17.
Okay. Second one.
Second one, 12.
Okay.
And come on, baby. 10.
Okay. And you're just trying to kind of start from the beginning here, or are you wanting to learn crucial signs that could be effective for future use?
I guess I would probably come up with a couple of phrases that would be important. Like this is literally, if I was trying to ask somebody in this situation how to learn a language really quick, I would kind of ask for a general structure. I would like to know, is it SOV, subject, object, verb, or is it VOS, verb, object, subject? What's the sentence structure? I'd like to know some basic vocabulary, like pronouns, he, she, us, them, you, I, my, and then mine, his, hers, and then...
Luckily for you, that's all pointing.
Yeah.
And
Okay,
pointing and
Great.
pushing.
great. And then some simple phrases like, hello, my name is, how are you? What did you do today? Where are you? Are you okay? Like simple phrases like that. And then I think if Ersid is good at languages and maybe there's another lesson down the line, I can extrapolate from the sentences that she taught me and I can try and figure out more from that and then maybe have another lesson with her later. I'm just trying to lay the groundwork down.
Yeah, no. As you continue to do this, our end goal is you learning Elbrin Sign Language. So I think with these 3 rolls, you kind of have an idea of sentence structure, but you're finding that some of the words themselves, or even just the alphabet, is a little confusing because you're seeing so many of similar hand shapes that you're kind of mixing the common ones up. However, by the end of the night, you are comfortable saying, hello, my name is Ersid. How are you?
Sick.
Nice.
Cool.
And during this lesson, Uwasa kind of claps and she's like, oh, you're doing a good job, you know? And as you're looking at her, you see a pale blue light in the distance.
Okay. And then, like, am I seeing it? She's facing me. Am I seeing it behind her?
Yes.
Okay, so then I go like this.
You put your hand out towards her.
Yeah. Does that mean stop? Or wait?
Sure. We don't need this to be unless we all want to go through some sign language lessons.
I just
No, we
know
don't.
it, so.
Just kind of describe what you're saying and meaning, and then we can go from there.
I'll my face will get very serious, and then I put my finger up to my mouth like shh, and then I point behind her.
And you point, and she looks, and you both see that same ghostly giant sifting its way through the moor, heading towards the castle.
Like where we came from?
Yes.
Spooky.
And as it reaches the castle, it disappears.
Well, Uwasa, thanks for the lesson. There's a lot of things out here that I don't know. So, thanks for coming along.
You notice, like as you say that, you're kind of like talking to her. But one thing you did realize, before the ghost dissipated, it seemed to be looking around, and its face rested in your direction before it disappeared.
Did I recognize this person? This ghostly figure?
I mean, it's the ghost giant that you saw when you first entered the moor.
Okay. Jeez, I just don't know what to do with that info. Just keep that in mind, I guess. I'm not gonna like go look for it or something.
Mm-hmm. Understood.
Yeah. All right, Uwasa. Maybe we should get back to the watch.
And she does, and she kind of starts making a bigger circle around the perimeter itself. And it gets a little bit colder. The wind is kind of picking up, the leaves are rustling, or I guess the branches. And as they kind of scrape next to each other, you hear the wind whistling and an unsettling, like, as like the trees brush against each other heavily across the night. Hey, I need you and Uwasa to make a con save.
It's getting cold.
Brr.
She's like, I hate that. Warm weather creature.
That's a 5.
That's a 5.
Sick.
Yeah.
Okay. You're feeling the brunt of the cold. It's like your breath starts to steam out of your body, and some of it is starting to crystallize across your facial hair. You're shivering. You effectively have 1 point of exhaustion. Fuck.
Can I try and add more wood to the fire and stand right next to it?
I want you to roll nature.
19.
As you add more wood to the fire, you kind of get close to it. It's burning. It's kind of a heavy fire. It's starting to light up the whole camp in the surrounding area. And with that 19, you have kind of ventured near the Moor of Dead Men before, but you know how consistent the climate of Elburn is, especially in northern Norfain. This is unnatural.
Great. Cool.
So am I like feeling warmer, or like I'm starting to put together that something else is making this cold?
Both. You're not warm enough to eliminate your exhaustion, but you are feeling warmer.
Okay. And then I'll say, Oasa, I think maybe something is causing this frigidness. I don't think this is natural.
It starts
don't
to
you-
snow.
What in the fuck?
What the hell? In the swamp?
Alright. Oasa, I need you to stay here and keep a lookout. And I'm just gonna go not far, not outside of the line of light from the fire. But I'm
Okay.
just gonna go see if there's something in the darkness that I'm not seeing.
Okay, for sure. And she kind of gives you like a nod, like very like almost stoic as she draws her hand crossbows, kind of starts to sift throughout the camp. And she's kind of like getting close to the tents just in case.
And I want to go behind a tree and then vanish.
Roll stealth, my guy.
Jesus Christ, my guy.
Ooh-wee.
11.
Yeah. Okay, you're pretty damn stealthy.
Very.
Well, in any case, I'm not gonna go like outside of the. Like, what's the fire emitting? Like a 30-foot radius of light?
20 feet of bright light, 20 more feet of dim light.
Yeah, I'll go about 30 feet away from the fire and maybe look in the direction that the ghost came from.
And as you're kind of staring into the darkness of the Moor of Dead Men, the snow begins to fall just a little faster, just a little heavier. As you see, things are starting to become lightly obscured. You peer
so
out.
this-
Go ahead.
It's picking up.
It's picking up.
You were gonna say something?
No, that's fine. I just wanted to make sure you were finished before I continue.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. You're peering out into the darkness until you hear, "Thou hast entered my domain. Thou, uninvited,
Why is
must
everything your
answer
domain?
to Kabos." As you see an ethereal foot, an almost like Grecian footwear, slam down right in front of you, soundless.
What? It's the giant ghost.
As you see the visage, the silhouette of this ghostly giant looking down upon your encampment. I need you all to roll initiative.
Oh no, King! There's no reason, dog. dog. We're asleep. Do we get disadvantage?
You two are definitely surprised. Everyone who is asleep is surprised. Wasa and Ersid, you are not.
Cool.
Sick. That's gonna be a 14 regardless.
Matter of fact, I love that. Love being surprised. That is also a 14.
Cool.
Let me roll
'cause
for
we're-
Wasa.
Sleep. It's the same.
Yeah, and you just get a normal roll. Lucky you. Let's see. Not bad. Well, this guy. Okay, looks good to me. All right. And as this giant looks down upon you, it gets closer as its head, easily taking up like a 10-foot space, peers down above the camp, and you see its glowing iridescent blue eyes, its beard that looks like it's almost made out of storm clouds flowing gently in a nodding or in the wind that is creating this blizzard. Its armor swings from side to side. You see all kinds of chains and trophies of bones and skulls of actual full like bodies of creatures clanging into each other soundlessly. What do you do?
What do you do?
It's me.
It's you. I haven't said anything about player turn yet. I just want to know what's going on.
I'm gonna yell, "Everyone up!"
Oh, God.
Scaring the shit out of me.
You guys hear Ersid yelling.
Yeah, for sure. I just stand up and hit my head on the top of the tent.
Jeez, as it like bumps up, it kind of lifts as like Kane kind of. Are you guys in separate tents? Are you guys sleeping in groups?
I figured we were in a group for
Yeah, I kind
whatever
of thought
reason.
maybe like 2 tents. Like there's some people in one and some.
I
people in
assume
the
there's
other.
your party and then the
That's
bards.
kind of what I thought.
Okay, so
yeah.
you two kind of wake up. I need you
Top of the
all
tent.
to make a con save. Not Ersid and Uasa.
Bark, bark, bark.
Said, God, it's cold. Oh, sick.
Fuck me.
That's really not good.
And if you would all pull up your roll 20s and place yourselves.
Yeah.
That's a 20 on the con save.
Okay. And these are 10-foot squares, by the way.
11.
Okay.
Yeah, really bad.
Can you give JC control over Kane?
Yes, I can. If it'll let me.
Ew. Are these us?
No, you'll go into the character journal here. I can at least put you on the map. At the very least, that's the
This thing's cold. Like the giant. Apparently.
It feels its power.
Yeah.
Why are you guys not in the character tokens? Oh well. There we go.
Me looking up unhelped synonym.
Damn, Ersid got huge.
Yeah, Erson's.
It's okay. I will make him small. I have to find Wasa. And make you guys all folks.
These are the bards, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I
Okay.
have bard tokens. Also, they're probably still in their white robes.
Yeah.
So here, this guy's gonna be Let's see, this is 10, 20, 30. And you said you were about 30 feet. So he's going to be
From
right
the fire,
here.
yeah.
We'll place you here.
I can't. Yeah, that seems.
This seems right. Okay. Player turn.
Well, I guess
We're
it's just
only-
me or Wassa.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
only have 2 player turns this
Yeah.
turn. Because you guys are surprised.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Well, how close am I? Am I like? I'm within range.
Yeah, when that foot stepped down, it was right in front of you. And now he's kind of peering over the camp, looking at you guys. You don't see any weapons drawn, but he's kind of like faded into the surrounding environment because of this snowy scape that's being created.
So he's a giant.
Yes,
Can I try and speak giant?
you can.
I'm gonna try and speak giant to him, and I'm gonna say, "Listen, friend, we mean you no harm. We'll pick up and we'll leave right now. We didn't mean to disturb you."
Roll persuasion.
He's just like, no.
30-20.
30-20.
Yeah.
And he gets down low. You see he kind of sits cross-legged and bends unnaturally so at the waist as his head comes face to face with yours, easily as big as your body. And why is thou disturbing Castle Neratar?
Castle Neratar must have been giant
Is that the?
before.
That is the castle. It has been referred to as Castle Neratar
Yeah.
a couple of times. So you know that is the huge castle that you have been that you were in at the moment.
Right. We were invited there by Senkali, and now we're leaving. And I didn't know that this was your domain, and so I ask for forgiveness, and we'll just be on our way.
Those Scarekin, they bar me from entering my home.
That's why the castle's so big.
I cannot rest. You are in league with them. Roll persuasion.
I'm just like,
If it's any consolation, I don't really like Senkali.
I won't give you disadvantage.
what? Ooh.
Well, it doesn't matter because I rolled a 6.
You rolled a 6.
Fuck
Yep.
me.
That's really cool.
He gets a little closer. His nose is sort of like pressing into your body. You can't feel it, but simply just the sight of it is unnerving. As he speaks, his mouth merely hangs open as a voice exits. Prove to me that you are not the Scaly One's allies.
And how do you propose I do that?
Quickly.
I don't know.
And you guys are like coming out. You see this. It is. I think we can leave it. If you're gonna keep talking, I'm not gonna push the turn.
Well, I mean, I asked him a question.
And he said quickly. He gave you an answer.
I didn't hear you say quickly. Okay.
Oh, my apologies.
No, that's okay. my name's Ersid. I'm a half elf, and I'm not a scaly person. See, and I like show like my body, and I come from the tribe of Iscandia. Don't know if you've heard it. We're a jolly old group of folk that love all types of people. And see, I speak giant. I mean, have you ever met a scaly person or a scaly ally that speaks giant? I mean,
Even a wyvern may speak giant. Our tongue is not reserved for those of flesh.
okay.
My sources trust me, bro.
So all this talking, do I still have a turn?
I'm not gonna stop you. I mean, nothing's. I haven't. You'll know. You'll know when things are going. This is your turn, though.
Okay.
I'll let you know if things get worse or better.
All right.
We don't
All
really
right,
have
friend.
any.
Listen,
We don't really have
and
any.
then I'm gonna.
You kind of do.
We do?
Mm-hmm.
What? Can I think about it?
I don't know.
Well, I want to see what Ersid's gonna say here.
Okay.
About what we
I'm gonna use my bonus action to disengage and back up 30 feet. And I'm gonna say, listen, friend, I'm not gonna throw the first blow, but I will defend myself. I don't want to fight, alright? That's it.
Spoken just like the small brains of a reptile.
Oh, that was rude. I'm trying to think of what we have.
I asked for proof, and you merely show fear. As the
Cool.
snow has begun to form into a blizzard.
So be it, I guess. I don't know what else to do.
Oh my god. What do we have as proof?
I don't know what he's referring to. I'm sure he's right. I just can't think of it.
I will allow you to speak if you will. You
We
won't
can
have
speak?
a turn, but you guys can talk.
I'll cast comprehend languages, so I can speak giant to him.
You can understand giant. I don't think you can speak giant. That's
I
tongues.
can only just hear it.
Yeah, you can
I
only hear it.
Understand what he's
Do you
saying.
want
Fuck!
Do you know what we could have that could prove it? I feel somewhere inside that we do have something. I just can't.
Why is the music doing this?
Everything that I'm thinking that we have is proof that we're in league
That's
with
what.
the scaly
That's
people.
what I was thinking. I was like, we don't
I was
have
like,
that.
the shard of Sardior?
shard,
No,
yeah.
that's a dragon.
We don't have like the church thing from Weisgard because that was gone, and I don't remember what the ghost was saying, and like.
Oh, wait. Does Ersid remember the name of that stone in that church that was missing? Because I don't, personally.
I don't think it had a name. I think it was referred to as a key to a specific church.
When was that?
But I do remember that that was like a place of like for the giants, right?
Yes.
It was depicting the giants. Okay, do I
Yes.
remember the statue of that goddess?
You remember the goddess Rook. Yes. You also
Yes,
remember
okay.
that what you're looking for is a key to the Church of the Plains. And you
Okay.
guys do have something from Weisgard that probably has a lot of knowledge about the Othian religion.
He gave us something?
You guys
Okay,
got
well,
something
I
from
was
Weisgard.
just looking
What
in
did
my
we
fucking
get? I know,
inventory.
I
You
was
guys have
looking-
had it the whole adventure.
In the meantime, I say,
Oh my god, I feel so stupid.
listen, friend.
You guys-
I am looking for a key for the Church of Othia. My compatriots and I, we stumbled across a church that was in commemoration of the goddess Rook, and there was a key that was missing, and another ghost fella came up, and we've been looking for it. We want to look for it to help the goddess of Rook. This is bad.
I have no idea. I have no
you
freaking
gotta.
idea.
I need you to roll persuasion with advantage.
So please.
Also, the Church of the Plains, not the Church of Athia.
The Church of the Plains. Okay, that's good. I'll take that one. And then the second one, not good. Good. Okay, so 18.
18. The snow calms just a titch. Does thou worship Orthia?
We're a bunch of liars.
I know.
Do you walk in the light of the Jotnar?
Do I know what that is?
It's just like
Well, do you know anything about the? I mean, you would know. I think basic information would be the Jotnar are the 7 gods that established the pantheon of the Church of Athia, and they all are the children of Athia, the mother goddess.
I just remembered something. I don't know if it's what you're talking about, but
all of us thinking so hard.
well, actually, friend, I'm actually new to the religion, and we're actually on our way to Weisgard, and we have a liaison from there, and we've been messaging him to teach us more about the Church of Othia.
Talking
I
about
can
my letter from Solo, I don't think that's gonna do much here.
No, isn't that the
Are
same
you
church?
saying that? You're saying that in Narissa's accent. You must be saying that in.
I'm not mistaken, right? That is the same religion.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I have it if you think it'll do something.
Okay, I have evidence, physical proof, which it seemed like you wanted, of me and my compatriots wanting to learn more about your religion. To be perfectly clear, I am new and I've been wanting to learn more. So if you have, if you want to sit me down
Oh my
and
god,
teach me
where
about-
are we dumb? Is it the bards?
You're closer.
He said we had it the whole time. Fuck. He said we had it the whole time. We've had it the whole adventure.
like from day one?
From
Closer?
episode 1.
Closer with the bards?
I mean, I'm a bard from Weisgard.
Apparently, you gotta get in there.
Okay.
You'd probably be a wealth of knowledge in this situation.
Yeah.
And I
And
also
you're
point.
given. Did you give Ersid the letter?
Sure, I'll give it to him. It's fine.
Okay. And I show him.
Scroll it out.
And the giant sort of stands up and sort of bends, as almost he's like gonna touch his toes, and as he does, his body becomes corporeal, and even though you can sort of see translucently through him, he's able to interact, and he takes his large hand and cusps the letter between his fingers and puts it in his palm and looks intently. You can see his eyes flashing, almost as if there's a storm behind them. And in your letter, you specifically say that you'd like to learn more about the church. So, Ersid, make a deception roll with advantage.
I was wondering if you would maybe do that. That's the right call, that's for sure. All right, so this is just
You got
a flat
advantage.
roll. Yeah, well, that's nice. That's bad. Okay. Oh, 18.
Oh god.
You would like to learn more of Arthea.
Can I
Yes.
move from my spot, or do I have to stay where I am
No.
and speak to
You
this
guys
guy?
are good to move. If combat initiates, we'll do some video game shit and push you back.
Push
But
us back.
yeah.
Okay. I'll walk up next to Isid.
or actually, you know what? We don't even need to do that because this is really happening. So I don't want to do that. You walk up next to Airsid.
Though my friends are not from here, I am a child of Othia. I am from Weisgard. I grew up with your religion all around me. We are not allies of the scales.
Then the scales on your body.
Planted on me by not my own accord.
Roll persuasion.
That's why I've been hanging back. I'm like, no. That'll throw everything off.
Put your mask on.
Yeah, are you like scrambling?
I think she just she's not wearing her armor. It's bedtime. She'll probably just throw the robe over the top of her.
I think that's fair.
19.
19. The snow begins to lighten up, falling lightly and sitting on the trees heavily, painting the forest in a very familiar light for you, Kane, as it sort of resembles the winters of Weisgard.
I mean, the scales are planted, but if you look beyond and you see all the other markings, all Weisgardian.
I need you to roll deception at disadvantage.
Ooh. What is this giant's name?
Cabos.
Gobos?
Cabos.
Cabos?
Wow, both really good.
Wait. Oh, great. That's good to have.
And a dirty 20.
So dirty 20.
Ooh.
And he gets really close to you. His eye is almost like touching you as he kind of looks beneath. Are you like showing him your tattoos and such? Our divine sigils have changed much in little time.
Well, I don't know how long you've been gone, and maybe the people that I got them for were bad at calligraphy.
You would speak ill of our divine artists.
No.
Then what mistake has been made? Only seers of the utmost skill and practice are allowed to bestow such a blessing.
Maybe just a mistake in your eyes, being that they're different than they were before.
And you head to Weisgard now.
Yes,
That is
we were
wh-
just
that-
camping to regain strength to make our push towards Weisgard.
We have friends there.
Friends amongst our children.
Yes. I don't know if you know him, but Salomere, one of the 7 knights.
What do they call them?
The 7-star knights.
The A tier.
Star
Yeah,
knights.
the Aether.
A tier.
So, the male line is strong.
Oh, yes, very strong.
I would say so.
They still survive.
Didn't know that was a thing.
Alive and well, he is.
He's expecting us. honestly, as well. So
Brandishing his strong, giant-esque muscles everywhere he goes.
And he sort of
Shirtless.
like pulls back away and kind of scans the camp. Uwasa's still kind of like at the ready. The bards are shivering in their boots.
Do well to speak of our mother Arthea. Please exterminate those vile scales from my castle, so I may rest.
As he stands up and his body becomes that translucent blue as he
Wait, before you go.
and he turns and looks down at you.
Did dragons kill you and kick you out of Castle Narutar?
I have been dead for long. The Drakrieg took its toll upon myself and my castle. My bones rest deep beneath its stone floors. I have rested, knowing the Drakrieg was run by our people. But now, the sons of sin, the sons of the tearful, sleep above me. And knowing their scales rubbing and singing against each other, I now cannot rest.
All right.
I'm getting like lower.
Well, I will do what I can to help you rest.
Do you mean that?
Yeah.
Roll persuasion.
Yeah.
12.
12.
What you can do may not be enough.
As their body turns into snow.
Sad.
That was kind of scary.
That was scary.
Uwasa like lands in the ground. The bards follow suit.
Yeah, you think you're scared? Ugh, that guy hates me.
I was like fixed on the disappearing giant, and then I snap out of it, and then I turn around and I go to the bards and I say, "All right, pack your shit.
Yeah, we're
moving."
leaving now. Absolutely. We cannot have that happen again.
And as you trudge on through this mysterious snow on your way to Weisgard, a few days pass and you find yourselves in the Pleasant Wood. The sun is shining. The ground is covered in a morning dew. The trees, almost like large and bubbly, loom over you, welcoming so. And Uwasa looks, and as you enter the Pleasant Wood, she stands at the forest edge with a face both curious and filled with fear. And that's where we're going to end the stream today, guys. Thanks for joining in. You guys have a wonderful night. We'll see you guys next Wednesday. Bye-bye.
We're going to get Uwasa's voice back.
I mean, that's in Molly Two Shoe.